Hi guys, it's Michelle Roseberry from Land O'Lakes, Florida, and I wanted to talk to you today about 6 traits of successful people. I'm going to run through all 6 and then I'm going to talk about each one of them. So the 6 traits that they gave, this was an article that I had read online that was done by a study completed by Stanford University. It talked about the 6 traits being energy and physical stamina. The second one was focus. The third one was sensitivity to others. The fourth one was flexibility. The fifth one was tolerate conflict. And the sixth one was submerge ego and getting along. I can tell you from the article that I read, these actually each one had great points. The first one being energy and stamina. In the article itself, it was saying to be a top CEO or a small business owner, you needed to expect to work an average of 60 to 65 hours per week. In itself, that would require a lot of stamina. But it also talked about how you would stand out as a role model because the harder you worked, the harder your team would work for you as well. The second piece was focus, and this one is hits a little bit close to home for me. On this one, it talked about starting in one field, staying in one field, growing in one field, and not diversifying. It said that if you diversify, it actually waters down the effect of where you're focusing. So it talked about focusing at a starting point and following through step by step. So that is one piece that I'm currently working on with my business. Sensitivity to others. It was saying that you didn't have to rely on them as friends or look at them as weak because of a sensitive issue, but it gave you the ability to learn how to approach them and to see what their side of the opinion was in regards to a specific topic. So not necessarily that they were right or wrong or that you were going to change how you handled it, just how you would approach it with them. And that was giving that sensitivity that they were trying to find. The next piece was flexibility. And it was saying that being flexibility is not necessarily being wishy-washy, that it's more like if you're doing something that doesn't work and somebody presents an idea, that you're flexible enough to put those ideas into place and in replacement of something that is not working. The next one was tolerate conflict. And it was stating that you didn't want to pick a fight and you weren't looking for fights. But if you had to go in heels dug in and fight for your team, that you would be willing to do that as long as you understood that what you were fighting for and that it was really the right reason to fight. Again, it talked about how that would bring your team of employees or peers around you, that it would bring you guys together because you were willing to fight the same battles. And then the last piece, which was submerge ego and getting along, talked about how to not take yourself so seriously, about that your head shouldn't be this big trying to run a company because people aren't going to respect that. That you needed to kind of check your ego at the door and come in as a team player so that everybody saw that aspect and knew that as a team you could accomplish anything. I hope this article was helpful for you guys too. It was for me. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.